Hi guys, welcome to my channel and another new in branded taste test and review for early 2025. Mr. Kipling Strawberry and Cream Tarts. I'm not a massive fan of Mr. Kipling cakes, but the tarts, more often than not, I do enjoy. So, pastry cases with a layer of strawberry flavoured jam and strawberry and cream flavoured sponge topped with strawberry flavour fondant icing and red sugar decorations. 4 in the box. I mean, they look all right. The sprinkles are much more clumped together than they are in the image. It does have a strawberry and cream smell to it, almost a strawberry milkshake. So let's give it a try. Not the best. The flavour does work, however, it's slightly odd to me to have it in a pastry case. I also feel the pastry flavour overwhelms the filling. So for me, this would not be a repeat purchase. It could be nice as something a bit different if you're having a picnic. However, I'm sure you could find nicer products out there. And maybe I'll even try some more of them on the channel for you. But I think the basis for a good product is there. However, the flavour is neither sweet enough nor intense enough to meet with my exacting standards. Next, I'm going to try some of these Haribo nostalgic sweets. So we have pear drops, rhubarb and custard, cola cube and pineapple cube. I remember the original sweets very well. They were hard. These are squashy. Give me a sticking out tongue emoji in the comments if you ever cut your tongue on one of those sweets as a kid, because I know I certainly did. This is a pear drop. It doesn't smell like nail varnish remover. That is a lovely juicy pear flavour. And that's a flavour you get often enough in chewy sweets, in my opinion. Really good consistency, great mouthfeel. You've got the slightly crunchy sugar on the outside and the soft, chewy deliciousness on the inside. Let's try a pineapple cube. Again, the flavour with that spot on, delicious pineapple taste. Do I actually have any cola cubes? Yes, I do. It's a more orange one. It tastes kind of similar, but not as an intense a flavour as an actual cola cube. However, still nice, and I've saved rhubarb and custard for last. The flavour on that, definitely the best. It's got the tangy rhubarb taste of the actual hard-boiled sweet and that nice custard contrast. Love them. Will be having them again. 100% recommending them. Next, I have Candy Kitten's Eton Mess sweets. Ooh. They have a very sweet and fruity smell to them. That is what they look like, nice and squashy. I'd say it's more of a strawberries and cream taste than Eton Mess. It lacks that sweetness that meringue has. They're nice, very chewy. I have got bits stuck in my teeth as well, which not something I really like. So they are nice, they're just expensive and they could have a more interesting flavour. Sticking with sweets because hey, I may as well. This is a salted caramel Kit Kat bar. I cannot remember where I got this from, but it's not an import. So it comes in sort of mini fingers. It's okay. It's got a bit of an odd flavour. I wouldn't pinpoint it as salted caramel. It's quite synthetic. It does have a different taste to an ordinary Kit Kat, but it's really hard to pinpoint what that is. I wouldn't have this again, and I think I would stick to the original or the Biscoff. I've got the Goo Hazelnut Praline Zillionaire cheesecakes here. Well, I say cheesecakes. Eddie got impatient, and to be honest, they were bought more for him because I don't like nuts, but they are new in, so I'm going to try some and then feed him the rest. So, layers of bronzed sugar sprinkles, hazelnut praline chocolate ganache, cheesecake, salted caramel on a golden biscuit base. So what if I actually like this and don't want to give it to Eddie? It smells chocolatey. I don't detect any nuts. I do like the other Goo Zillionaires ones. I find them to be nice and caramelly. So I've got a bit of everything there. Yeah, the nuts come through in the taste. It is a lovely, smooth, rich cheesecake. The balance of base, cheesecake and topping are perfect. If you like hazelnut praline, you will absolutely love this. I'm going to give the rest of this to Eddie, who will definitely enjoy it. I'm going to be trying more cheesecake, and this is the salted caramel and honeycomb cheesecake from the English Cheesecake Company. It says new on the box. I'm not sure if the cheesecake flavour is new or if it's just the packaging. So I thought I'm just going to get it because I like the sound of it and I love the English Cheesecake Company as a brand. So let's hope this is as good as I'm anticipating. Described as white chocolate cheesecake, yum, with honeycomb pieces, definitely yum, with salted caramel sauce. You know how I feel about caramel, guys. Crunchy honeycomb nuggets and chocolate drizzle on our signature chocolate biscuit base. That's the only bit I'm not so keen on, the chocolate biscuit base, but the rest of it sounds pretty good to me. If you can hear any noises, I'm not being haunted. It will be the neighbours. This is delicious. Even though it's got a chocolate biscuit base, chocolate is not the overwhelming flavour. The white chocolate sweetens it. The crunchy honeycomb pieces add both flavour and texture, and so does the caramel drizzle. It's a nice, sweet, rich cheesecake, very creamy. I would absolutely have this again, and I would recommend it to you guys. Next up, I'm going to be trying some Growers Garden broccoli chips. Now, Eddie actually spotted these in Sainsbury's, and I made the mistake of reminding him broccoli is my favourite vegetable. So I'm interested to try these. I'm not sure if I'm going to like them or not, genuinely. I like the seaweed crisps, and I don't like seaweed. So I like broccoli, so yeah, and I like cheese as well. They did do another flavour. Can't remember what it was, but it was something I don't think I liked. So, chili, maybe? Okay. There is a smell of cheese, but the overwhelming smell is just vegetable. But they look fairly inoffensive. They're not green. They taste like broccoli cheese, which I like. However, I'm not sure I like it in crisp form. I think I'd rather just eat the broccoli with cheese sauce on it, or even just the broccoli on its own. That's how much I love it. They're okay. They're not amazing. This was £2, so they're not cheap. I mean, I guess if you're someone who really hates vegetables, or you're trying to get someone who really hates vegetables to get some in, otherwise, just get your crisps and eat your broccoli as normal. The texture is very reminiscent of a quaver, but not quite as light and airy. But that is a distinct broccoli and cheese taste. This could be something of an acquired taste, I think. Like, won't have again, don't love. If I'm going to have crisps, I'm going to have crisps. These are not crisps. Apologies for the lighting, guys. As you can see, it's torrential rain outside. It's the middle of the day. It's just, I don't know what's going on. I guess that is just Scottish weather. So technically, I suppose these aren't crisps either. They're baked corn and chickpea crisps in crispy bacon flavour. I got these because I tried the cheese flavour and they were good. So I thought, I'll give these a go too. I don't like chickpeas, but the cheese ones, I couldn't have told you there were chickpeas in them, so. Ooh, they look and smell like smoky bacon Wotsits. It tastes like crispy bacon, exactly like really, not overcooked, but well-cooked bacon. The texture is great. I couldn't tell you these were not normal Wotsits. I really like them. I'd have them again, and I'd recommend them to you guys. Yeah? I think if you're doing a crisp that isn't quite a normal crisp, you know, it's trying to be healthy in some way, having it taste this good is a definite win. Next up, I'm going to try this YouFit protein shake. Not because I'm trying to up my protein intake in any way, but because it is caramelized biscuit flavour, was on special offer, and I was struggling to find enough new in items to do a video. So I don't think I've had the YouFit brand before. For those who care about these things, it has 0.3 grams of fat, 25 grams of protein and 11 grams of carbohydrate. I'm not going to give you the calories. I don't care. But let's see if it tastes any good. So it's been in the fridge, giving it a good shake. I do like Grenade protein shakes. They're the only ones that I do like, although I haven't had those in about a year. So yeah, I mean, it smells okay. Protein shakes often have a really distinct smell, and it's hard to describe, but if you've smelt it, you know what I'm talking about. You wouldn't mistake it for a normal milkshake. I'd say this has that smell. It does have a caramelized biscuit scent as well, but it's very sweet and very synthetic. I don't like this. It has a creaminess to it, but the caramelized biscuit flavor, very intense and very synthetic. Not nice to drink. The aftertaste it leaves in your mouth is quite strong too. I will drink the rest of this because I don't like to waste food or drink, but I wouldn't have it again. I wouldn't recommend it to you guys. If you're looking for a protein shake, even though they are expensive, I recommend Grenade. This isn't sponsored, I'm not paid by them, but hey, Grenade, if you want to send me free stuff, let me know. I'll give you my address. But YouFit, I'm sorry. I shall pass and move on to the very last item of this video. At least I think it's the last item. When I'm editing this, we'll find out whether or not it actually was. The English Cheesecake Company Cheesecake Bites in salted caramel flavour. Now I've had their Biscoff flavoured ones and I've had another flavour. Can't remember what it was. Have had it in a previous video. Liked them both. It's probably my favourite branded cheesecake. I was excited to try these. They have been out of the freezer for about 5 minutes. Possibly could have done with longer, but I am impatient. So this is how they look. That is a proper chunk of cheesecake. Look how much topping is on that. The base is solid. It's still pretty cold. It's got a nice caramel smell to it. Not overpowering and not synthetic. The fact that it's frozen just adds an element of coldness and thickens up the texture. You get the salted flavour. The initial taste, I'd say, is more of a sweet, creamy caramel. and then that salt comes through. You've got a mix of textures. There's crunchy bits on the top of the cheesecake, the soft filling, which is quite smooth, and then the crunchy base. It tastes and feels really good in your mouth. You can eat these chilled or you can eat them frozen. I'm impatient. I can't actually find a description of them, just a list of ingredients, but these are good and I would recommend them to you guys, especially if they're on special offer. So while I stuff my face with cheesecake, I shall sign out. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. If you've made it this far, it means a lot. If you've subscribed, whether in the last 5 seconds, in the next 5 seconds, or you've been with me since the beginning, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you and take care. Bye.